Brother teacher here. My wife, when she got in from work this morning, was watching Love and Hip Hop Hollywood with primarily black entertainers from the rap industry, if you will, and R&B, such as what's his name, Soldier Boy, uh, uh, Richie, and reggae, or Ray J rather, which is Brandy, Norwood's brother, the singer Brandy. Anyway, it has these stars in the show, and for the most part, you see the black females with their chest hanging almost completely out. They might as well not have any clothes on. I'm not a big fan of love and hip hop of any sort, be it Hollywood, LA, or whatever. It doesn't matter to me. When she's watching television in the main room and I happen to be there, I kind of peer at it and watch some of the nonsense going on. And for the most part, it is nonsense. I was watching the reunion this morning with her, and these people on the stage using all kinds of expletives towards each other and saying you're no good and you're not all that, and they calling people bitches and hoes and things like this and some other things like that, colorful language, and throwing drinks on one another. And a lot of that's for television, for ratings and so forth, but a lot of that is actually real, and it's nothing more than another avenue for the stereotypical behavior of black folks. The white audience wants to see black people behaving that way in general. But when you see people who supposedly have arrived and have some kind of status in society, such as celebrity, if you will, you see it just as much as you see it in the normal sector. And it's crazy to me how you have these people on television talking about relationships, and I've got especially black guys talking about they have these women on the side, and I can't commit 100%, and I committed 90%, and I've only sinned against you. I've only committed adultery against you if you're married to the person, or I've only slept with somebody about 90% of the time. The other 10%, I was faithful. This is just ridiculous rantics all the way through. And this one thing that really got my attention, which is not unusual, but is pretty common, is the fact that you have money. It some sort of way validates you. It makes you someone special. This character called Soldier Boy, the one who made the song Soldier Boy, uh, he on stage and someone asked him a question, and he's saying F that, and we're talking about money, and he goes in his pocket and he pulls out these hundreds and twenties and spreads them out like a card deck, and he says it's about money, it's all about money. He had to have from just that first vantage point of mine, that is $5,000 to $10,000 in his hand. And all that really says is, number one, he's stupid. Number two, he's very ignorant. Three, he's very immature. And four, he's making himself even more of a target when he's out here in the world, because it's one thing for people to look at you as a status symbol and say, this person has made it, they're famous, they're a millionaire or whatever. And then it's another totally different thing is when you flaunt cash in front of them. You're basically saying, oh, now he has something that I want. I can tangibly, physically see this. I'm going to go get it. So he needs to really watch his back. You just don't do things like that. And it says a lot about an individual's character. And oftentimes it says a lot about their not having character whatsoever. Have no respect for him whatsoever. Tattoos all on his face, all on his neck, all over his body, trying to find himself. Apparently, hopefully one day he will. So that was really my take. I think it's just nonsense, to further perpetuate the ignorance of the black community and the stereotypical behavior by always casting black folks on television in this light of hostility. It's about money. Excuse my expression, it's about bitches and hoes, this kind of stuff. It shows that a lot of us have not arrived. We've arrived somewhere, but it's not in the light. We're not in the light at all. We're still in the darkness. And we're trying to find something, but apparently we haven't found it yet. So this is Brother Teacher. You let me know what your comments are on that particular subject matter, and I'll see you in the next video. So long.